Hi, and welcome to another week at CPDLF, History 7, Medieval History. I want to take a couple minutes today and talk to you about the checkpoint that's coming up, some options to complete the checkpoint because it's a little different from other weeks, which is kind of exciting actually that you get to do something a little bit different, but I want to talk to you about how you can do it. We'll talk about the upcoming projects that are due next week. I want to talk a little bit about current events still, and so let's get started. Okay, so each week you should be coming in to History 7 as well as your other classes for your other teachers. And this upcoming week you'll be completing Launch 6. And you can see that there are some learners who have not yet done this. Actually, 6 are done, 2 have been returned because they either didn't answer it or I need some more information from them, and 13 have not been done yet. So you need to make sure you're going in and completing these, okay? They count towards attendance, grade. They help you. They definitely help your grade. I was just doing progress reports and I was plugging in all the numbers, and those who did the launches, their grades went up. Those who do not do the launches, their grades went down. And there's simple, helpful videos and questions that are going to help you each week. So you need to make sure you're doing them. Okay, I cannot stress that enough, as well as obviously completing your assignments each week, staying on pace. Okay, so this week we are completing checkpoint 5, and it's an oral presentation practice. So for this checkpoint, you're going to practice presenting your museum exhibit to a peer. When you present, you want your volume to be good so we can hear you, pronunciation, your posture, sitting in your seat, body movement and gestures, and making eye contact. Now, I thought about the best way to complete this, and I thought, maybe we should do Hangouts. But the problem is everyone is at a different place in their unit. So it'd be very hard for me to do this. So what I decided, instead of doing Hangouts, and Screencast-O-Matic does not work on Chromebooks. So I talked to Mrs. Grassmeyer, who some of you may have had before, and she uses a program called Loom. Okay, so it works well with Chrome because it's actually an extension, so you can add it to Chrome, and you're going to be able to tape yourself, and I'll be able to see a little bubble of you, and then you can just send me what you tape. Okay, you can just email it to me and I'll be able to watch it, and then I'll be able to give you credit for this. Okay, as long as you know your volume, pronunciation, posture, but this is a good practice, and we could share them with each other. We can work on this, but for this project, I'm going to have you just share it with me, and then maybe, if some people are okay with it, maybe we can even post a few of them in our classroom so others can see and maybe make some comments and different things. Doesn't have to happen, but I thought, maybe that would be a good way for you guys to get to know each other. But like I said, using Zoom might be a little difficult because everyone's finishing up at different times, and even if I leave the Zoom room open, it would just be open all the time, and some people are not quite close to being able to present. So as you finish up and work through the checkpoints, you can definitely use Loom, and then you can submit it to me in an email and I'll be able to see you present. Okay, so that's checkpoint number 5, which is for this week. And next week, we're going to be completing our final products, I should say. You're going to do the museum exhibit and the presentation as well. So once you submit your practice presentation to me that you're completing this week or supposed to be completing this week, I'll be able to give you feedback so that when you do your actual presentation, it won't be as difficult, and hopefully you'll do better, you'll improve. And that's what learning is about. It's about getting feedback and improving on what you need to improve on. Okay, so I'm hoping this will help you to complete checkpoint number 5. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. But like I said, next week we are submitting our final projects. I'm supposed to be presenting them, which we might be using Loom again. I'm going to try to figure that out. And then we'll be moving on to the next unit. Okay, so if you are falling behind, make sure you're getting caught up. You're asking questions, you're asking for content assessments to be opened. You're completing your playlists, learning the information. So hopefully you're in good shape with that. Okay. One last thing for today here. I want to show you guys this current event. It's CBS News, and I showed you guys CNN 10 last week. which I used 10 minutes, good information, didn't always use the entire thing for the class, But I'd also use CBS News when I taught in a brick and mortar school. And I would show the eye opener, which is supposed to be your world in 90 seconds. And it was nice too because it gave, the students information on current events that were local and, geography information around the world, politics. They throw in some pop culture. So it was really, really nice. They throw in actually sometimes comedians from the night before. So, definitely something to think about as you're, eating. Something else my husband does sometimes while he's eating breakfast is he'll get on the Altoona Mirror's website, because that's what our local newspaper is, and he'll read through some of the articles while he's eating breakfast just to sort of get caught up on what's happening for the day. So that's not a bad idea as well. So, looking out for your newspaper, doing CNN 10, maybe watching the eye opener. But these are just some suggestions so that you're able to get some current events for the day and keep up on things. Okay, so that's everything for the week. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. If not, you have a wonderful week, and try to get caught up if you're not on pace. Thanks. Bye.